Yo, YouTube. Back with an exclusive react. I've been meaning to do this online, boys. What's up, yo? It's Vessel Vision. We're checking out the dev announcement. I want you all to know I've taken a step back from BDO temporarily with the anticipation of this announcement. I have seen roughly a couple things about new accessories, and I saw Biceptimus Prime, my man Sunny, really happy. So I am very excited for this. However, my hopes are I mean, I've been playing an entire different game. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how they fix this. Other than like undoing what they've done. But we're gonna go into it. We're gonna check this out. We're gonna check out the brand new dev announcement for Black Desert Online. The latest dev commentary, which I believe has DOSA Awakening in it. So let's go into it.
I'm game design executive leader at Black Desert Studio, Jesok Chang. Finally, the hot summer has passed and autumn is here.
I just would like to point out that my buddy Furent said something. Shout out to Furent. This is very important for us all to understand. Everybody is mad at Jae-hee Kim. This is the guy that actually does all the content for the game, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, Jay brought out the whiteboard. This is the guy he told to make the whiteboard work. Okay? So this is the guy that implements everything and makes all the systems and heads all the teams and stuff. So really, this is the guy we need on our side. Just to...
This summer was
especially hot,
which was tiring at times.
Yeah.
Now that it's autumn, the fresh breeze blew in a change of mood.
That's not a good start. Okay, I'm literally 16 seconds in, and I just want to say, hey, Black, can you take accountability for anything ever? Can you not just say, turns out it wasn't received as well, i.e. we messed up? And now we're fixing it. And I mean, just take a little bit of accountability. The weather?
Adventurers are having a wonderful day.
It must have been the weather.
In today's commentary, we have the long-awaited DOSA Awakening prepared for
the weather's why you're doing this comment.
Global Lab. Many have been anticipating his arrival. We've
That's not a good sign.
And finally are able to present him to our adventurers.
Dude, is this my new main, dude?
We've prepared the DOSA's background and combat clips. We hope you look forward to it.
Oh shit, oh shit.
It's a shame to only reveal DOSA's Awakening, so we
Let's turn it up, boys.
other news as well. Many have been curious about the background story of sovereign weapons, and along with that, we'll cover various topics and introduce new items. We have a lot to share with you, so we'll get it started right away. The first news is about Node Wars. Since the new Node War...
Okay! So, maybe I'm wrong. They started off with Node Wars? Maybe this is why Sunny was so excited. Holy shit. When have they ever gone into Node Wars? First thing
was applied, many adventurers have sent us feedback.
Yeah, it sucks. Feedback is them
quite
sucking.
A few especially seem to miss the previous version of Node.
Yeah, because the new one sucks. Look at this guy's look on his face. This guy looks like his boss made him do a bunch of shit for no reason. Yeah. Yeah, Jay got that whiteboard out and he made you design that system, didn't he, buddy? And now you gotta undo it. You gotta undo that shit now or you're fucked. Do it, dude. Undo all of it. Previous system of Node Wars only from now on.
The current Node Wars allow anyone to participate
easily with the rewards
and even if
and the ease of access.
The strongest, any individual can have a chance to conquer a node. Plus,
not true. Have you not seen what happens?
Wars tend to move quicker and discourages snipe guilds. On the other hand, as it's depending heavily on who last hits, the gameplay of Node Wars has shifted from feeling strategy and skill-based to be more luck-based.
Well, it doesn't feel strategy and skill-based. It is luck-based. I beat out like Cho, Corrupt, and all the baddest people with 10 people back in Kazarka's last war. We took the question mark and that's because they just stepped away from their base real quick and we PvE'd it down and the question mark ticked over while we had flame towers built up. RNG! It's all RNG. That's the whole deal. You took out the fun.
Therefore, the fun factor available in the previous version of Node Wars for certain adventurers, where they could make a play for the win, seems to be missed.
Yeah, you took out the fun.
This,
I agree.
internally, we've tested adding strategic elements to the current version of Node Wars.
Look at this look on this guy's face. That is the look of a guy who's genuinely trying to fix this game. I told you, this is the guy who fixes this game. And I want you to know, he's just as clueless as we are, I think. Well, no, okay, never mind. He probably knows exactly how to fix the game, real talk, but he has to do it in a way that satisfies the people that are making money. Because here's the deal. I'm not sure they want all of us back. I'm not sure they want people like me back necessarily, even though I'm a content creator, because I don't spend money on the game. Right now, they only seem to want brand new players, anyone who's going to spend money on the game. Everyone else can fork off. That's the impression that I get. That's why they got rid of everything we loved and they gave out a bunch of new, that's what it seems.
However, this brought back the issue of being complicated and difficult.
Yeah, I'm ranting a bunch. I haven't even gotten
Instead of changing the current Node War rules, we're trying out a new approach. Now, the victorious guild in the Unlimited Stats Conquest War can select the Node War rules for their territory themselves. For example, if Medea is currently a Conquest War territory with no stat limits, the guild that conquers Medea can directly select the next week's Node War rules.
So, whoever wins Siege gets to choose what kind of Node Wars?
They can choose the rule of building forts like before, where shifting between offense and defense for a more strategic approach towards victory is required, or they can opt for the rule where a neutral fort is present that can be taken and defended or stolen. I did say weak, but once the rules are confirmed by the Lord's Guild, these rules will be applied in the Node Wars from Sunday to Friday, then
This is like some sort of test or them like not willing to accept accountability. It's really both. Not only are they like they're curious to see, right? Like what really happens, but like can't they just say they messed up? Hey, Pearl Abyss, come here. Let's have a chat. I think that a major reason people are playing Throne and Liberty, myself included, is because last time you messed up Node Wars, you left it broken for years. And if you were to just say, you know what, we messed up. It's all back, baby. It being less than a year would be huge. I mean, literally huge. Because your track record's not super good right now. Forgive me for the accidental ASMR. But you see what I'm saying. Your track record's not super good. So the fact that you're not accepting accountability and saying, we messed up, it's really not a good look here. And this way, I can't wait. There's multiple things wrong with this. This doesn't fix the small node wars. T1s are still scuffed. Everything's still scuffed, by the way. Because no one's going to do the uncapped wars, by the way. But I just cannot wait for someone to take over in the new system when they add this, and then they just choose the node wars that everyone hates because no one's going anyways.
Set on Saturday. However, for Node Wars in Balanos and Serendia, since many participants there are still adapting or learning the ropes, they will not be affected by this change and only have the revamped rules available. We do not think of this as the perfect
T1s used to be better because in the old system there were no flame towers, there were no elephants, there were no hoachas being built in the middle of a field. How can you expect tier 1 players to learn the ropes when they're being run over by these guilds, these siege guilds with multiple elephants being shot by a hoacha? They can't learn their super armor rotation if they want to because it literally will not work. And the devs are so disconnected from every single thing that they don't even understand their own game. So don't worry, you dented motherfuckers. Fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. You guys are killing your own game, and you should probably open up your goddamn eyes.
Solution. However, the experience and teamwork adventurers have built over the years,
the T1 Node Wars needed the most. They need the old system the most.
So, rather than forcing it, we decided this
T1 Node Wars was the only good part of the RIT system you gave us. That was your only pride and joy as far as Node War development is ever concerned. That was the only thing you ever did correct. You made a tier of Node War that if you participated in it, you couldn't go to Siege because you were new to the game, and it capped your stats to some gigalow numbers where even a 2-volley Timmy could go, and everybody could have fun with the game a week into the game. That was the best thing you've ever done to this game, PvP-wise, other than maybe like Arena of Solaire original version, because the new version is garbage. And I just wonder why you can't even backtrack to your own like accomplishments. Why can't you do any of this? Like, I'm so like, why are you just giving it to Uncapped? That's what I don't understand.
approach was better. Development for this change
no.
has already been underway. As this does in fact,
dude, someone told me old Node Wars was back. I thought they were all the way back. I got debated.
Optimization is required. However, that work takes quite a lot of time. It might take about 2 more months from now. As it is a massive overhaul of Node Wars, we hope
we're gonna conveniently overhaul Node Wars, and it's gonna come out exactly when the first power spike, pay to win spike comes into Throne of Liberty. Yeah, convenient? No, they've been planning this the whole time, by the way. I don't believe any of this shit.
Adventurers will show us their
part of me thinks they broke it on purpose just to fix it now.
We'll focus on preparing it thoroughly to deliver a smoother.
Your timing is so scuffed. I feel like you're doing it on purpose now. At this point, I just see Jay behind this giant fucking like behind this dude. I just see Jay in like a room where he can like and he's visibly watching what's going on. He's doing the Mr. Burns thing. Excellent. All it's going is yeah, exactly. What about Jay's other game that he fucking 5 years in, he walked out and stopped doing everything. They just stopped updating the game, so everyone quit. They didn't have to live service it. No one talks about that shit.
This doesn't mean that we
what are we doing this time, Jay?
During this time. Other major and minor patches based on your feedback will be applied as soon as we're done developing them.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing something.
Node War rotations, fault location adjustments, etc. to keep on improving Node Wars.
Let's just say that fort location, I did an entire YouTube video based on that one fort location note and the fact that they said they were listening to our feedback. I'm pretty sure Blue Squadron did an entire video based on just that little note. And mine was, I thought I was impressed. I came out with 36 minutes based on a footnote in the patch notes. Blue One Up me came out with a 48-minute rant. And then I see my man Fake Cutie killed it with another almost 50-minute rant. Bro, we are not happy with you moving one base 5 feet. You need to really pull your head out of your ass. Don't worry, we're gonna move the locations of the bases. That is not what we're complaining about, dog. You really need to pay attention to at least something. I'm 4 minutes in and I'm pissed.
Let's talk about equipment items. Before we get started, I'd like to talk about what many are curious to hear, the development and intent behind the Sovereign weapons.
Oh, I heard about
this. While developing the Sovereign weapon, we had one major focus in mind: the Slumbering Origin defense gear and Deboreka accessories. Naturally, as Black Desert's best grade items, they were key deciding factors in setting the difficulty on this weapon's crafting. Looking back, we've been very cautious about adding new equipment.
So why did you add a full set of Debos with an actual set effect that ruined the entire game? Let's be honest, the set effect literally made it to where everybody had to get Debos. You literally killed your game on purpose because people were not buying enough Cron stones for your devos because they did not matter. You shifted the entire meta because Cron stones and gear did not matter after a certain point. You literally changed the entire game so people would buy more Cron stones. And now you're addressing our equipment issues. Why? Is it because you could finally raw tap devos? Are you mad people weren't crowding their devos? Too many clips of C-Zane raw tapping them devos? Oh, okay. They're at min price. We're not making... Okay. I tell you what it is, boys. You know what spawned all this? Quarterly earnings report. They didn't make enough last one, and they're not going to make enough this one. And that's how it's going to go. I'm sorry. It is what it is. They need to not be getting pearls for bullshit updates. And we'll see what they're going to say here. But let's be real. They didn't offer to fix the problem when we were having the cron every single debo and we needed 6 of them. But now that we're not cronning debos, there's a serious itemization problem. Actually, we didn't make enough money off the debos. So congratulations, we've made it easier. Typical Black Desert. Whenever, watch, they're gonna say it's, they're gonna, oh my god, I called it. They're gonna say it's easier.
There was a need to protect the value of existing items and to minimize the burden that comes with new items. And we still strive to hold this.
Except when they released every piece of content in the last however long.
Direction to some extent even now. However, over time, the value and perception of these items changed. The 2 items mentioned, especially the Deboreka accessories, felt quite different from other accessories.
Yeah, they're big dick. You need them. You suck without them.
Adventurers currently probably associate Deboreka accessories with the feelings of annoyance, difficulty, and frustration.
If I go back, I could go into my Twitch right now. You know what? Let's do it. This is Africa. I want you to listen. I want you to listen to this. Look, I'm excited. Oh, bro. I'm not happy though. Listen. I hate Ash Forest. Listen to this. Listen. I sound like I'm fucking crying. I sound... I'm literally... Boys. Am I the only one? Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? That was it. I sounded like I felt. I wasn't happy. I was just... It was... I wasn't even happy. I was frustrated. It was more like... It was like, damn, I finally get to leave Ash Forest and I gotta go to the next shitty spot. What a horrible gameplay loop.
In the past, items like the Ogre Ring, Ring of Crescent Guardian, and Tungrad set were hard to enhance up to pen.
But when you got
them, difficult as the
when you got them, you were like, yeah.
It requires a lot of time and silver, and the enhancement difficulty is high. Even we, the developers of the game, felt the same way.
However, we made a lot of money.
We prioritized direction over emotions, believing that the hard-earned items of our adventurers needed to uphold their high value.
Never. Okay. Always listen to somebody and the words they use very carefully. We too knew that devos were too hard to enhance, is what they're saying. In other words, we know they use too many crown stones. But we didn't get emotional. We didn't. And that basically means we didn't side with the consumer in any way. We didn't care that you were upset and that it ruined the game. We chose direction over emotion. When someone tells you something like that, listen to them. He's basically saying, I chose profit over sustainability for this game. I chose the almighty dollar over the game being better. That's what he's saying. I knew it was a problem. Thank you, Mr. Head Developer of Black Desert Online, for literally saying that you knew the game was scuffed. When you made it, by the way. We knew they were scuffed when we made it.
This is why we maintained the high difficulty. Yet, if this continued as is, the joy of progression and novelty could eventually whittle out.
Oh, it's gone.
We've attempted to address it in different ways over the years. You are all very familiar
It's gone,
with the
boys.
added artifacts and lightstones that can be used to enhance your setups. In the same vein, we introduced rare crystals and utilized the upgrade system with the addition of cups. Most of all, adventurers showed support for our endeavors.
Those are the only things that make your build any different from anybody in BDO, really. Like, you're evasion or DR and you have those things. Like, can you please make it an RPG? For fuck's sake.
We believed adventurers understood the direction we were headed.
I like how
We
subcasters can
reminisced
spec
the
different.
moments when adventurers cheered for our new pursuits.
It's too bad all the specs are garbage except for one.
This encouragement gave us the courage to continue in this direction. But even after all this, Deboreka Accessories' influence on the game grew as time went by.
Why did you keep releasing them if you knew they were scuffed, unless they were just making you bunches of money and you didn't care? And then, like, this video is actually pissing me the fuck off. And then they apologized. They basically did y'all catch him apologizing for making sovereigns, like, it seemed like too easy? Like, am I just the one that, like, what's going on here?
When Deboreka Accessories felt distant, it was all right. But as more adventurers became stronger, it became a
It's our
present
crescent
reality
ring.
for many.
Now, I have
Now,
Tet
more
crescents.
adventurers are feeling
No.
frustrated. While Deboreka
Not
isn't
even.
the only reason for all of their frustration,
Because I'm wearing pink crescents. It's like I have a
we believe
tri-crescent.
it has significantly impacted them in a negative way.
Yeah, we all left your
we
game.
concluded that change was necessary. That's why the sovereign weapon needed to be something special.
Is that why? Nothing to do with everybody leaving your game or quitting or all the doomer, bad publicity. No?
And above all, its first impression was important. A new top-tier weapon.
I thought the
Following
sovereign...
previous
Hey,
updates, people expect it to be harder.
other than the fact that it's stupid... See, I knew it. Other than its stupid yellow glow, it was more Crontent. And that's the only thing that people hate about you guys. Everything is the almighty CRON. If you're going to have a pay-to-win economy, and everything is going to be based on the CRON stone, you need to run a market, like Throne and Liberty, where I can buy CRON stones in some way by selling gear that I drop. People aren't against pay to win. People are against predatory game companies that lie about shit and act like they're helping you and give you easier stuff so you can spend more money.
Saying it'll definitely be harder than slumbering origin gear.
And who in the hell got mad at sovereign weapons for being too easy? Look. Oh, this goes out to like the all 5 double deckers that are out there. What do you, was there 10 or 15? Look, I don't care. If you 5 people, and I know like 3 of them are streamers. If you guys actually complained about sovereign weapons being too easy, you're the problem. Nobody else has those. Nobody's even thinking about that. Nobody's even putting them in their builds. Okay, so the fact that they're saying this It's not based on feedback. They're saying this because they are mad. They're like, okay, I didn't know they were going to get decked first day. We could have asked for more money. That's what they're saying, I feel like.
And Deboreka, how difficult will it be to get? But we wanted to surprise everyone and overturn those expectations, making them say, what's this? Why is it so easy? That was easier than expected. We hoped adventurers found it easier than they thought. Of course,
because Pen, Fall, and God Armor is literally impossible to get. So if you made it harder than that, we would all log out of the game before the patch even started, idiot.
Easy is relative. For a top tier item, it was relatively easy. This is what we were aiming for. The reason was clear. Sovereign Weapon is the top grade item. We believe it sets the standard for the difficulty of future top grade equipment updates.
Okay, so that means they want you to spend approximately 2 trillion silver per equipment slot. When literally, okay, literally not too long ago, 100 billion was the best in slot. That's a whole lot of Crontent. That's a whole lot of Crontent they're about to add in the game. I wonder if any of it will be played though. That's a whole lot of Crontent. Oh my god.
We believed this weapon could set that standard. For these reasons, the Sovereign Weapon enhancement is split into 10 levels instead of 5, smoothing out the initial growth curve. While
that's only because they figured out that they would make way more money off people enhancing God Eye weapons than literal Black Stars. It's actually basic math. That's why no one enhanced the God Eye weapons. Literally. Everybody knows you're lying to them, Pearl Abyss. This is so bad.
The number of required Cron stones can still be a burden. We've minimized it based on the current Monster Zone's net profit. It was challenging to pin down and advocate.
What are you talking about? I'm literally probably never going to enhance my sovereign weapon again. I kind of wish I didn't make it.
These Cronstone numbers, but we all agree
I was bored. There's nothing else to do.
Through this process, the Sovereign Weapon's current spec was finalized. However, we made a big mistake. At the last ball, we said we'd limit enhancement materials so that everyone can grow at a steady pace. But when the update went live, materials were too easily obtainable.
Why is this a problem? If you were worried about time getting enhancement mats based on how much money they had, see, this doesn't make any sense at all. Then why did you let people slam 2 pin Black Stars together and give us all a pin Black Star so we could get to our first Sovereign weapon and get to Croning weapons faster? None of that makes any sense. All right? If you wanted it to be time gated, because you look at the way you actually acquire the flame of effervescence or whatever the Land of the Morning Light flame is called for the actual sovereign weapons, it takes like 6 to 8 months of field bossing plus doing your weekly. I mean, that's what I did them for my first week or so. I would know Keck W. I'm just saying, like, that you could tell that system was designed around it all, and then they were like, how do we get the whales to spend money now though? They were like, 2 pin Black Stars. I swear to God, they were watching my stream. I happened after Choice rated me. I was really blazed. I was like, yo, man, what if sovereign weapons? You just got like a 5 pin Black Star and another pin Black Star. You slam them together, you got a prime, man. They were watching. 100%. 100%. Good idea. You bled us dry. You're still at it, man.
So, if you had the currency, you could enhance all the way to the end. We sincerely apologize for this to all our adventurers. Truly, we are very sorry.
We are sorry that He's apologizing they made sovereign weapons too easy to click, boys. Oh no. He doesn't understand anything we're actually mad about. And he's the guy designing the game who's supposed to fix the game. Oh no.
This was such a big mistake.
You see how low he bowed his head?
Like an excuse. But if we're to be honest about this, the specs were easier compared to what we initially planned. So we thought it would be much better if adventurers didn't get too stressed out on gathering materials.
It's still too hard.
In the end, we focus too much on the positive side. Every word we say gives anticipation for the game.
It's still too hard. You're really stupid for saying this. Don't you ever apologize to me again, unless it's about PvP and Node Wars. Because the fact that you just apologized for sovereign weapons, Jesus Christ.
And also gives reason to why adventurers...
I gotta calm down. I won't get to the rest of the video.
Factor a bit too lightly. If the specs changed, we should have explained our intentions like today, but we didn't. I want to apologize once again. We'll be sure to not let this happen again next time. We'll review more thoroughly.
I'll be sure to lie to you next time.
Carefully. Now let's move on from...
So you cannot see my true intention.
I'd like to talk about the main topic of today. It's about Deboreka accessories. Many are expressing concerns about the decreasing value of Deboreka accessories and other accessories after the release.
Everyone only cares because you made Debos the only thing worth of any value. First of all, if the other accessories were still good, no one would care about the Debos. Right? And then, you didn't care about the Debos either. The only reason you care about the Debos is because the price went down, like I said earlier, and we are not cronning them anymore. Ooh. Why would I spend 12,000 to cron this shit? When I raw tapped it up to 10. Fuck it. Send it. That's where we're at in BDO. That's where we were at.
Of sovereign weapon. This situation was intensified by adventurers shifting from trying to get Deboreka accessories to sovereign weapons. If you look at the data from Korea, 57% of owned sovereign weapons are pen or higher, and nearly 7% are oct or higher. In short, many have already accomplished pen, and quite a few are challenging to get oct. If we look at the current situation, sovereign weapons are helping adventurers break through growth barriers. But over time, things may revert to the original state we were in, or higher. In short, many have already accomplished pen, and quite a few are challenging to get oct. If we look at the current situation, sovereign...
By the way, this is just an excuse to show us this graph. So Seb and Oct both 4%, Hex 8%. Perfect. There are roughly the same amount of people that have not even enhanced their sovereign weapon. It's base, just like I am base Omega Law as the Pepper Oct. This, I mean, whatever. What's that?
Weapons
0.3.
That's adventurers break through growth barriers. But over
how can he say we're sorry for making it too easy when this is the information they gave us? Like, what?
time, things may revert to the original state we were in.
Yeah, because you didn't change it.
Before it's too late, we aim to ease Deboreka like sovereign weapons. In this context,
be careful when they say easy.
We've prepared a new accessory. It's called accessories.
The Cronstone accessory. Go on, King.
Like the sovereign weapons, Karazad is purple grade. Its main feature is that it follows gear enhancement rules, not accessory rules.
Its main feature is that you can slam fuck tons of Cronstones into it and it won't downgrade. We've finally given you what you... Okay. Since the beginning of the game, we've been asking them to make accessories not blow up. Their solution was giving us the CRON stone. That was a problem they created and a solution they sold us from the beginning. Well done, Pearl Abyss. It worked for you a long time. Now they're like, look, if you use a CRON stone, it won't downgrade. Because that's what gear rules are. So now they're like, I mean, that's a big deal. I'm gonna be fair. I gotta be a little fair. Not that as someone who's downgraded his Devo from 10 to base a couple times. That should have never been in the game. Also, why do I feel less like you're saving the game?
Fails, its level doesn't drop. Even when not using Cron stones, it only loses a level, and it's not destroyed. To match its purple grade, it has 10 enhancement levels, not 5. Now, you might be curious about the crafting method, stats, and difficulty.
Yeah, like what about my Pendevos though?
Crafting method is divided into 2 main types.
I mean, I only got one. I don't care that much.
Existing items. When you melt yellow-grade pen accessories, excluding Deboreka, you can get an item called Essence of Dawn. Collect these materials to craft Karazad accessories. Essence of Dawn isn't only obtainable through pen accessories. We've made it drop in certain monster zones as well. The second method involves using Deboreka.
Okay, so far, actually, I'll say it looks way better than Debo's. But Debo's were being raw tapped. They weren't making Cron stone. This looks way better than Debo's without hammers or min price. Min price Debo's was looking kind of nice.
I'll come back to this crafting method again shortly. Next, regarding stats, as shown here based on the rings,
of course, it's gonna be better.
Unenhanced Karazad starts with lower AP, but it increases with higher enhancement levels. At Tet, it matches Pen Crescent.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, so it's way better. So a Pendebo, this is a ring. A Pendebo ring. It's got the same sets as Oct. And let's see. Yep. And it's got, each one has all +4 APM. So the problem, okay. The problem, Perlibus, is you keep making these, no matter what, you have to get these accessories. And the only way to get them and maintain them is with Crown Stones. If you haven't figured out that's what's frustrating us, then at least with gear, then I don't know. I probably would still be grinding and enhancing my gear, but having to wait for the market to give me an outfit just feels wrong. Find a better system for that, Perlibus. Literally, just find a better system for us to get Crown Stones from you at a better price. I don't know if you still TNL's market in any way, which doesn't make sense. That's like the game. I don't know how you do that. But at least in TNL, we feel like the amount of time we're putting into the game, we can put back into the market from selling things, and we can get stuff. This is, I gotta just hope people sell things, you know, like, and then maybe I'll get one, maybe I won't, and then I get to click. Like, that feels weird. Or I spend 3 times more to buy it from a vendor, and then you make me feel like shit because I'm doing that. Like, if you're gonna fuck with my emotions, I'm not even gonna play the game. So that's the major issue. And now I'm looking at it like, ah, man, I hate to use my, I gotta do it. Why wasn't I ready, boys? Yeah, it's okay. All I have to do is hit one little key and it pops up every time. Let's go. Look, now I gotta use Cron stones here, 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 here. Oh, I forgot here, 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 and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different times. That's right, boys. You gotta use them 9 different times. And I gotta be honest, even if they're less values, the fact that you only that you're enhancing it 9 times instead of what is it? Try, duo, try, tet, instead of 5, right? It's really 10 instead of 5, I guess, because you had to get here. To get here, you probably use some crons too. Let's be honest. Yeah. You do have to use Cron Stone twice as much. So yeah, they made it twice as easy, boys. Don't worry.
And at Pen, it matches Tet Deboreka. At level 8 or Oct, it has the same...
Also, if you don't have this, you're going to be a total F and you won't be able to do good stuff. You won't do good in the game. So, GG.
AP as Pen Deboreka, and at Nov and Deck, AP increases by 1 each. The overall difficulty, including enhancement rates, is designed to feel similar to sovereign weapons. Reaching Pen is a bit easier, and achieving Oct, which has the same stats as Pen Deboreka, is also set to be slightly easier when compared to Pen Deboreka. However, for the final levels, Nov and Deck, the difficulty is higher.
Of course. Yeah, why would they be any... Yeah. I mean, I liked accessories being, you know, possible. Let's go ahead and make them impossible. And you know what? Let's just get all the content we can. We love these these YouTube videos of Hugh Hotbar spending trillions of cron stones. Oh my god. I could just see the emotion in Hugh's fucking
leaving
face.
them as an area of challenge. Compared to Deboreka accessories, fewer cron stones are needed. So, please note that Charizard accessories cannot be registered on the central market. Some of you may have started to wonder, what happens to Deboreka now? Many of you have worked hard to create Deboreka accessories. So, we wanted to ensure that their values are fully recognized. Deboreka accessories, they can be converted into enhanced Charizard accessories.
We were worried that some of you were already done with the Cronstone part of your game, and there wasn't enough content for you. So don't worry. Even if you have double deck weapons, look, that's why they're apologizing. I see. I'm sorry you're done using Cronstones on like the first or second day of the expansion. That's on us. You're not able to spend enough money in our video game. So we've made every slot a literal slot machine where you just hope you can do the same thing to your weapons. But don't worry, if you're a Giga Whale, no problem.
Tet Deboreka accessories can be converted to Pen Charizard of the same stats. Based on stats, Pen Deboreka accessories should be converted to Oct Charizard accessories, but it falls a little short in terms of value. So, we've decided for them to be converted to Nov Charizard instead.
You said the necklace +2? Okay. So the necklace is going to be 20. Or I don't know. My brain no works. I haven't played video. Leave me alone. I will be playing today though.
Adventurers with Pen Deboreka accessories will gain +1 AP for each piece after the patch. Those who are now starting can aim to grow their Charizard
The rich get richer, boys.
Accessories, which are easier to enhance than Deboreka accessories. Or you can continue to try for pen Deboreka, or aim to convert them to get enhanced Charizard accessories via the mentioned method. Next, let's talk about diversifying gear. Adventurers have shared a lot of feedback, noting that the supply of more Deboreka accessories has led to the same item setups. As a result,
that's because you know what you did, Perlibus. Literally, they did this on purpose to create a problem that they're now gonna sell to us for Cron stones, I feel like.
Unique yellow accessories have decreased in value over time.
Because you made demos a set effect.
With that in mind, Charizard accessories were designed so that you can set them in a variety of ways.
Oh, that's cool.
However,
though.
Diversifying
That is kind of cool though. I'm not gonna lie.
these combinations may require owning several high-value accessories,
Do you shove your accuracy
which can be
accessories?
burdensome. Also, for those who already have high-value accessories with accuracy, it could lead to
they'd be listening.
start farming all over again. We aim to minimize these issues and inconveniences due to this change. We approach these potential
I think that was by
problems from a
Septimus's
fresh
suggestion.
perspective. First of all, Charizard accessories have a special
Or somebody, I forget who.
an exclusive crystal slot that unlocks only when equipped.
It's a crystal
In the
slot.
crystal slot, you can transfuse
What?
add-on crystals to give your Charizard accessory a special.
Okay, but this doesn't change the major problem. Perlibus. The problem is that there's still gonna be a best in slot setup now. And that's whatever. They're trying. Let's see what else there is.
Stat. The add-on crystals can be obtained by melting accessories with special stats.
Let 'em cook, that's
For
all.
example, melting a Dawn Earring or Tauro's Belt provides materials to craft the add-on crystal that gives accuracy. When you transfuse the crystal, the Charizard accessory will turn into an accessory with special stats, with decreased displayed AP but increased accuracy. Accuracy is just an example.
Oh, it decreases the AP still?
We are also preparing add-on crystals with stats including Black Spirit's Rage, damage reduction, evasion, and more. These add-on stats can be combined in various ways and will change the stats of Charizard accessories, allowing you to set them in different ways based on your playstyle or class.
Okay, so it is a little bit
These
of build
add-on
diversity.
crystals are being prepared.
I thought it was just adding to it. The way they explained it is better. I guess I should have waited. So it sounds like when you get the accuracy, it lowers your AP on the same accessory. Okay. It just sounds like they want to make us. They made demo accuracy accessories now, basically. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that just means the people with the dons have to do this shit. Like, they're fine. They have their 3 dons, or their 3 dons. So dumb. They have their 2 dons and their Turo, and they got their necklace and 2 rings, and they got a good build, and you do this to them. That's what I'm saying. There's not enough content in the game
to be obtained in various methods, and not just from melting accessories. For example, accuracy pen accessories like Dawn Earring and Tauro's Belt can be melted to get the highest grade accuracy add-on crystal.
Yeah.
What this means is that you
It is
can
what
also loot
Sonny
them
said.
from monster zones or from special crafting, and having only the highest grade.
Wait, the pin thing drops? The thing that drops from melting a pin accuracy accessory drops in a monster zone? Are you
It can be burdensome, so we're preparing lower grade versions of the add-on crystals to be used until then. For those who mainly enjoy PvE, the add-on crystals aren't a must, but when enjoying PvP content, there was a burden with creating setups.
All right, man, you already did it. We have to go get the stupid artifacts. You think PvEers go grind for the new artifacts? They don't give a shit about the new artifacts. Now, what are you doing to us? PvPers are not grinding in your game, buddy.
I hope these lower grade crystals can lessen the burden a bit. And please note, these add-on crystals do not
because all the
shatter.
PvP is
Once this
capped.
patch is a
I didn't even think about it, but if they broke, no one would even play the game. Thank God. It's a good thing they don't broke. They don't.
Some existing yellow accessories might become rarer. This might mean having to go to low difficulty monster zones again.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
To prevent this, we'll ensure these enhanced yellow accessories can be obtained in high difficulty monster zones.
Wait, what? Like 10?
We'll implement this in various ways to lessen the burden. Additionally, stacks required for enhancement, especially more high stacks, will likely be needed. Currently, materials for upgrades available in the central market, like crystallized despair, will be changed to be transformable to high stacks.
Alright, that's just a W. Alright, every like fifth thing is a W. So at this rate, I don't know if this is enough, but the itemization at least is headed in the right way. For the most part. They were gonna bleed us dry no matter what, boys. At least you can't blow up your rings down.
Once everything is prepared, we'll provide detailed
downgrade
guidance
one
with
step at a
patch.
time.
To
You don't use
summarize what
Crontent.
content included,
Use your
go over
Crontent.
it one last time. Charizard is a new purple grade accessory with the same enhancement system as the sovereign weapons. It cannot be registered on the central market, but we've lowered the enhancement difficulty to ease the burden for those who plan to craft it. However, to maintain as much of the value of Deboreka's accessories as possible, Pen Deboreka.
So I think in the pin devils are gonna go up at first, but in the end game, I think that they're doing this and they know like you'll probably just start off with one of these and go up now. Probably. You probably won't really worry about devils. We'll see though.
Accessories can be converted to a better Charizard accessory.
But you know what? We're gonna buy them all out for now.
By
We're going back to
converting
max
the
price.
existing yellow specialized accessories into a new type of crystal, Charizard accessories were designed to enable a variety of setups. Alright, I've shared everything up to here. I'm curious to hear what our adventurers think. Some of you might be taken a
Thank you for the content, Almighty J, whatever your name is, head producer, guy who also listens to the guy named Jay. I would like to give you my response now. It's mid. This is calculated BS that you guys planned. More content. And I would just like for you to say, I did something wrong. Take some accountability. The whole Node Wars thing is a little bit of a meme. I don't know what you're doing there. And you didn't even mention that in your video summary up to now. You brought up everything but Node Wars. You are the head producer. And you literally just summarized everything in the video up to now and left out the Node Wars thing. Thank you for telling me you don't care about me. Thank you so much. That's how I feel right now. Appreciate that, homie. Glad you wrote that in.
back by this sudden
Always listen to what people tell you.
news. Adding new equipment or tweaking the existing balance is a big burden for us. But even so, at this point, we believe the difficulty of Deboreka accessories needs some easing. We're aiming to release the new accessories and special crystals introduced today in the last week of October. We'll make
Yeah, they got to get the content out as soon as possible. That's crazy. So they're not fixing any of the Node Wars stuff, which, by the way, is going to be scuffed. They're not doing any of that other stuff anytime soon. However, this other stuff is coming out in 2 weeks. Hello? And DOSA Awakening came out today, technically, and I want you to know it was like broken and bugged, so that I think they're patching
sure
it.
everything's ready for the update. That's all the news for now. But there's one last thing I'd like to mention. Remember, I mentioned earlier that the materials for crafting the Charizard accessory could be found in certain monster zones. Well, we're preparing new
Nah.
monster zones in the land of the morning
That,
light.
yo, hey. I can't have been the only one yelling this whole time, but like literally, I'm glad you only have your video in 1080p. It's not like you're a big company, Prolibus. I would like to say I've been yelling that why didn't they put a monster zone in this place? At least a monster zone. It looks so lackluster. It looks like they don't care. This is great. Gives you something to do in the new cool place, and it makes it not feel dead. Huge. This is them listening to us, boys. Objective, huge W. And they said the things. They said the things that make the accuracy accessory add-ons and stuff drop there. That means expensive drops are gonna drop there. You're gonna be grinding here. That's good.
The Morning Light was developed as a region of bonus side stories.
Also, Perlabits, you're welcome.
Offer an experience unique from the main
Let me know when the
content
check
of
is on its way.
There's already plenty of
I am a broke boy and I'm saying so.
PvE on the main continent, so we questioned whether we needed to offer the same experience in the Morning Light.
But it was the worst received piece of shit ever. Okay, I'm done. Let him talk.
This thought was a major reason behind creating the Black Shrine with a boss battle focus. After the release of the Morning Light, many of you have enjoyed the Black Shrine, but there was still some disappointment over the absence of a new monster zone.
Yes.
Monster zones need more than just item drops. They need memorable monsters and settings. The Land of the Morning Light has many beautiful places, so we think that's why there are more opinions like this.
I'll be honest with you. It's just that you spent years and years and years and years working on Land of the Morning Light. And not only did none of us really want you to, but the fact that you rebuilt Korea in your game, it kind of feels like you just kind of wanted to put that in your game. And then there were monsters everywhere else, but not there. I don't know, man. It just didn't fit the setting of the game. It didn't fit well. The story was different there. Everything was super nice. Everything. You even had to redo the story after you did Land of the Morning Light one, which, by the way, great job allocating resources. We didn't need that stuff allocated towards PvP or fixing the game or anything. And I'm happy. But, geez, thank you for listening to us a little bit. But, like, at least, like, think about what you're doing. Wow. Why didn't this come out with Land of... If they just announced this with Land of the Morning Light, it could... I don't know if it's too late.
We agree with this point as well, so we've decided to add more content for you to explore in the Morning Light.
There's nothing to do there.
With the Karazad accessories, Dokkaebi Forest and Honglim Base will be introduced first, followed by Golden Pig Cave and Gowon Plateau as new monster zones. These new monster zones in the Morning Light are the first since Ulukita, and we're eager to spice things up beyond the usual PvE content. Take the Golden Pig Cave for instance. At the entrance stands a giant pig statue. As you battle the monsters within this area, the statue gradually fills with gold. Once it reaches its limit, it explodes, showering rewards for you to collect.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
Cracking open a piggy bank.
So do I flag on everybody nearby and take all the rewards? Wait.
We're developing similar field mechanics that add fun without disrupting the combat experience.
As long as you take... Yeah.
We're also exploring the addition of other exciting features. Yet, I understand that new monster zones might not be entirely welcome right now, especially since last year we focused on tidying up existing content. We believe that
All Dekia sucks. Shut up. Don't even do
there's a
it.
greater desire for new content. We understand the disappointment adventurers feel, and to address these shortcomings, we'll all work hard on the upcoming updates. Until now, growth goals have been sidelined in favor of expanding content. Along with the item
Which content did you expand? I really want them to elaborate on that.
updates introduced today, we're gearing up for content that'll inspire new goals. We haven't been able to talk about this today, but we are working
What
on
is that?
content like Hardcore Server that adventurers are waiting for.
We are not waiting for this, bro. We're playing Throne and Liberty.
We appreciate your patience. This is it for items and monster zones. Now, let's take a look at DOSA's Awakening.
That was good.
The long journey's end. How lonely it is.
Oh, it's Emo boy. Emo Dosa boy.
The sky. Wandering clouds drift, lost and forlorn. In the absolute darkness. With hollow steps, the path ahead is treacherous.
What? He's just got some broads. Oh shit. Did he just turn her into mist?
Yet onward I shall go, breathing only through my resolve. Thus I will uphold the legacy of Sangdo, a vow etched in deep regret.
God damn, it looks clean all of a sudden. Okay, he's an awakening wizard though. Like he's awakening wizard with a hat though. Literally, I just realized. Wait a minute. He's got the same mannerisms, and he's got the Musa hat from that one card. Like Jesus. Except he's got 5 balls. 5 balls is better than 2. That's it. I'm done.
I shall carry
Why he look like Michael Jackson though?
it to the very end.
Wait, he's got a tiger? Oh, that's sick. He's literally... Sorry, I didn't find that. What? What the heck am I watching? Did he really do Turo sled pass? That's gotta be the 100%, right? Oh, that's the 200? That's the 200. What?
Greetings, adventurers. Design exec.
Oh, that's sick. I don't care. It just looks cool.
Greetings, adventurers. This is
Why do they spend so much time on the 200s when every single one of them is garbage?
Jesse Du, game design executive leader at Black Desert Studio, capturing traditional Korean Do wielders of rain, wind, and lightning such as Hong Gil-dong or John Wuchi had already been embodied in the game by our very own Wusa and Meigu classes. Thus, we approached DOSA's awakening differently. We wanted to return to the very basic of Do arts and designed the class around the philosophy of 5 elements. With Succession DOSA, we focused more on the concepts of umbral and luminous energies of Do, with his Cloud General and warriors inspired by the Dangun myth. By weaving the umbral and luminous, DOSA conjured cloud warriors, while brandishing the larger-than-life Huando sword into battle. For his awakening, we narrowed in on the 5 elements. As many of our adventurers had anticipated, we highlighted a more shamanistic aspect of the class. The 5 elements consist of fire, water,
Oh, is he a support?
metal, and earth. For our Western adventurers, it's somewhat similar, yet not entirely, to the classical 4 elements. This results in vibrant and spectacular action and effects unseen before in other classes. For the Awakening DOSA, we sought to incorporate the unique East Asian concept of the generative effect. Whereas the 4 elements focus on the weakness of the elements, the generative effect highlights how the elements augment each other. For example, using a fire elemental skill followed by a wood skill additionally amplifies the fire energy by using the wood as fuel, resulting in greater fire damage. Similarly, using a water skill followed by a wood skill enhances the wood energy by using water as nourishment.
I feel like it's a better... It's like a wizard striker that it doesn't need its grab because it can fly. I mean, like giant leap and like the strikers jump and it jumps on heads and just jumps off. I don't know. It's crazy.
The Awakening DOSA might seem complex, but we're working on making the generative effect easy and fun to use in combat. Now, here's an example of his skills and the generative effect. As mentioned, using wood as fuel amplifies fire energy. The skill you're seeing is Fire Spread. After use, a fire mark remains on the field. Think of it as lingering fire energy. Using a wood skill here enhances the lingering fire energy with the wood energy, causing another explosion of immense power.
So it's cracked.
Here's another example. This skill is Wood Bend that was used earlier. After use, a wood mark is left on the field.
When he hits the wood skill or with the water skill after the wood, you can see the wood vines grow up out of the water. The wood skill
here augments
He's the avatar.
Wood energy with water energy, greatly amplifying its power. Look closely at the mark. You'll see small indicators floating below the main
I was just talking about that.
These indicate the generative element to enhance the skill. By paying attention to these, you'll have a blast using the generative effect to your game.
I've been a DOSA main, DOSA Awakening main. It's roughly 20. I mean, it was like 2014, I think. So it's been a while.
Awakening DOSA adopts a hybrid combat style, mixing melee and ranged attacks.
Go on.
Compared to existing classes, it's similar to Succession GOOO or Awakening Dark Knight. You can control from a distance.
It's cracked.
And quickly close in to exploit openings.
Oh, it's cracked.
If successful, continue the combo. If not, retreat to control from a distance once more.
Oh my god, it's cracked.
What makes DOSA's Awakening unique to other hybrid classes is his superior gap closing performance. Even if he
It's cracked.
fails to exploit an opening, he can stay in melee, engage in a super armor bout, then perform an evasive skill to retreat to control from a distance once more. The Awakening DOSA can also be played like a melee class, and also offer some support to his allies. Like a melee support,
They would never release Awakening DOSA and not do a tag event though, would they? The major reason I haven't logged in yet to tag DOSA and even level up my DOSA for the Awakening is there's not even a tag event. Sovereign weapons come out and they don't even give us a tag event for the new class. Good job, fellas.
he uses the generative effect to boost damage when enemies are close to his allies.
Yeah.
Unlike other support skills from existing classes, he doesn't retreat to heal or provide buffs.
Oh yeah, he's a
Instead,
support.
He assists only while directly engaging the enemy in combat. Now, the date you've been waiting for. The Awakening DOSA drops on October 8th worldwide together with Korea. Soon, you'll meet the Awakening DOSA, who toys with foes using powerful elemental arts. Oh, and the Awakening DOSA captures the playful essence of the Korean Do wielder. We hope DOSA's antics atop the enemy's head brings some amusement.
I will clown on fools if there's any fools to beat up.
That's it for today. Thank
Okay. So this is what I was told. I see why so many people are in my stream saying I have to watch this. I saw Sunny really happy for it, and I was happy. Maybe I'm entirely based, but I'm looking at the time on this video, and I've ranted for longer than the actual time in the video. Now, while I am normally pretty good at reacts, I think that that's a really good sign of how missed the mark everything is. And I don't think it's because you're not listening to us. Because you're very clearly using prominent members of the community suggestion. If not, some of my own. I just have to ask, why is it only Crontent? Why would you apologize for making sovereign weapons too easy and then give us sovereign accessories? Like, and then admit that nobody even has deck weapons. Admit that 0.2% even has a deck weapon. So like, what was this all about? If this is supposed to get people back to Throne, back from Throne and Liberty, or back playing your game that quit, or even keep people happy that are still playing your hamster wheel, I think that you're aiming the wrong direction. You need to realize where you are. You, Black Desert Online, was marketed, and people still play it, at least to me, you know, people like myself, and people still play it as a PvP focused MMO. You all can disagree all you want, but the population of Black Desert goes up huge the second there's a bunch of PvP changes. I myself would be logging in to try the PvP in Awakening DOSA, for example. So every little PvP thing directly affects the population. And the second you realize where you are, what lane you've made for yourself, and then you can do the changes you need to do. And if you really do plan on just leaving us all, like just X-staying every single PvPer, every single person, and this is the type of content we can look forward to, then thank you for being straight up forward with us instead of lying to us. And just keep telling us you don't care about us like this. And we'll be fine with it. We'll go play we'll go play an actual PvP game. Because I can't AOS whenever I want. I haven't been able to do Guild League because my guild doesn't have anyone to fight. There was no sieges. So what is happening? Thank you so much for the huge developer update that all my partner friends were telling me was going to save the game. And even I got excited about. And I'll be honest, I am a little excited. Because this means you're listening a little bit. But this has nothing to do with any of the problems. You just fixed your own problems. And it's obvious to us. Nobody was asking for any of this except for maybe grind like spots in Land of the Morning Light. Whose mad sovereign weapon was too easy? How many people have 6 demos and they're bored and they want better stuff? And even then, those people, like, I know people that are hard cap and they're like, I don't ever want to log in for these new accessories. That's how I heard it. I heard about them before this even video came out. So I'm playing Throne and Liberty with them. So I think you should just focus on your lane and just own up to your mistakes and just fix your game. You'll be good. We'll all come back. I'm still making a YouTube video. I love this game. But I need you to do something. Jay, yell at the other Jay. Somebody yell at somebody. Fix this. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Am I entirely based, or does this not look like videos being fixed at all? Sorry to rant your ears off. This is a YouTube exclusive. This one didn't make it to Twitch. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you online. We'll be playing some video this week, or trying again, like I tried last week. And yeah, if you didn't know, I've been playing a lot of Throne and Liberty, and that's just where all the PvP content is right now. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.